one of the most impressive graphic novels I've read for a long time. I absolutely love this. Now it's 344 pages. It's from Pantheon, and you can see Asterios Polyp. Asterios Polyp. It's just absolutely brilliant. Lots of unusual artwork. The story is very engrossing. When I first got it, I thought, oh, I don't know. I thought maybe I'd purchase it. I read lots of comments about it saying how brilliant it was. And I thought, I'm not so certain. But as soon as I started really reading it, I thought, wow. And it was just one of those books you just couldn't put down. It's just brilliant. I loved it. So David Mazzuccelli, apparently, of course, Daredevil and all those sort of things. I don't know about the rest of his career. However, the book is slightly odd. You've got cardboard there, and a really noticeable cardboard. And also, because of that, you can see the top there. It's slightly damaged. And so I just wonder how well that'll last. But still, I think other than that, it is still absolute quality book. I mean, just beautiful. You can always see slight roughness there. Again, that never worries me. I mean, that's just what you expect, because you've got books, you put them down, whatever. They're always going to get slightly rougher there. To me, it felt very much like a manga book at times. Maybe other people might say that didn't feel like manga at all. But to me, it did. And you've got this character, Asterios. And you've got lots of other characters that turn up all the way through. And I'm not going to say much about the story. He's an architect. His house burns down, flat. And then he goes off on an adventure. An odyssey is the best way, I suppose, to describe it, where he meets various characters, various situations, and there is a bit like Greek running through it. It's like I say, it feels like occasionally like manga. And you've got this, I love this bit as well. I didn't obviously work out first what that all meant there. You got there, I mean, you got that initial scene. The colours are just superb all the way through this. And there's also just page after page of just brilliant artwork. But the story just really easy to follow, absolutely great. Now, I say it's easy to follow. We should try and explain exactly everything. I'm certain people will all form their own impression of what it means, all the various situations, where like he's got his twin and all those sort of things, which is very odd at times, because there's lots of scenes where he's sort of like here and there, and it's a bit confusing. I mean, it isn't that confusing, but it's still, you think, hey, what's happened here? And you've got here things like insufficient. Now, he's supposedly a successful, but he's got this card, obviously, he's got Metro card. Obviously, has a bit of a problem there. Maybe it's obviously an old Metro card. And then you can see there his twin as well. Or is it the Invisible Man? However, you just got this. Look at, I mean, just beautiful artwork, just all the way through this. All the various, might explain why some, and the story is just great. And again, great bit of artwork there. And it's all the way through. This book is, I mean, look at that. Just beautiful. And obviously that's, without spoiling too much of the story, but it's panel after panel. Some of it's a bit unusual. However, you've got some great characters as well, all the way through. I love this woman. She's just absolutely great. His wife. You know, sorry, that's maybe a bit of a spoiler, but not much of a spoiler. It's not, however, there's also other characters as well. I can't show that. There's quite a few bits of it that are slightly... But it's absolutely beautiful. I love this book. And there's some real sadness, tragedy, love, laughter, all sort of... It's a fun book. There's also some it's everything, all in this brilliant story. And again, just super easy to read. I love that character as well. She's absolutely wonderful. And also I love her as well. Just great with her painting there. And I also love the character that she meets as well. She's involved with another character, and that's just master. And other characters as well. There's a music part in this as well that's just brilliant. I love it because I love music. I love singing. I love all those sort of things. And so it's just great discussion of music and things. But this as well, just art, and also of course you've got another bit of Greek there as well. It's just. No, I'm not going to show you more of the book. No, you really have to read this. This is an absolute masterpiece. I don't know how popular it is or not. I don't know if it won all kinds of major awards. It should have done. I think it's an absolutely brilliant book. I mean, just so many great everything about it. Beautiful, 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 beautiful book. And then it's actually got no extras at the back. Story just finishes, but it finishes in a... I love it. Absolutely brilliant. And if you're looking around for a book that you just will absolutely want to keep forever, I think this book, and it says here, oh, it even says there, New York Times, notable book of 2009. They're professor, author, husband, but that was all in the past. Now marks half a century and becomes a shadow of his former self. But it's a stormy night and a lightning bolt is about to set him on a fantastic journey. And it's got obviously other reviews there. Well, I think this is one of the classic graphic novels. Absolutely brilliant. Shows you the sort of things that can be done in this form. And it's just great to see this. I wish more books were as inventive as this. I love it. Absolutely loved it. So definitely worth checking this book out. Totally recommended.